back, Gothamites. If you're new here, hi. I'm London, aka History of the Batman. This morning, the second full trailer for Todd Phillips' film Joker was released, and that will hit theaters October 4th. And man, I am like obsessed with the second trailer. I already loved the first trailer, and I did a full analysis on what I got from the first trailer months and months ago, and I will put that in the description below. But for this very quick analysis slash reaction, I did want to talk about the topics and events that were very prevalent and seemed very, very important in the molding of Arthur Fleck turning into Joker within this DC Comics film. But we're going to talk about what we saw in the trailer, what I personally am predicting will happen in the film, me not seeing the film at all whatsoever, so I really don't know, and overall what we can take from Joaquin Phoenix's interpretation of Joker and how it will be played into the grand scheme of the Joker's history on the live action cinematic film. Before we all put on our clown masks, I really want one of those clown masks though that are in his posse, his literal clown posse. I want one. Anyway, why don't you subscribe to this channel and become a part of this wonderful Gothamite community? Okay, so right off the bat, we are reaffirmed from the first trailer that Arthur Fleck is a failed comedian, which isn't a very new thing that we see within the Joker in comics and in other media. Even though Todd Phillips says that no comics are being influenced by this film, which I actually really love. I know a lot of people are like, well, I'm gonna boycott this movie because comics aren't used, and it's like, you're gonna go see it Thursday night, stop pretending. But you don't just see Arthur Fleck being a comedian on the stage, but even in the second trailer, in the very beginning, you see him riding on the bus, and he's sitting behind a mother and her young child, and he's trying to make the kid laugh by playing peekaboo and making weird faces, but then the mom has like a stick up her butt saying, "Stop bothering my son," and it's like, I'm pretty sure the child was laughing. I understand strangers can be scary, but in this very isolated like 5 seconds of him just trying to make your kid laugh, you did a little much. But I understand, protective mothers, it's fine. But on the failed comedian thing, you see him on stage, and the worst part that you didn't see in the first trailer is that while Arthur is sitting in the hospital bed with, we believe, his very, very ill mother, Robert De Niro, who seems like he is a late night talk show host, literally is making fun of the stand-up routine that Arthur Fleck did and saying that he's not funny. And literally this flash to his face after he says that just shows, oh, well, you know, this may not be good for Robert De Niro. But speaking of this face, that is another big part that I want to tie in with the whole failed comedian, society, and people not respecting his craft. We were seeing Arkham Hospital, institution, something Arkham in the first trailer. We went back to this facility, and Arthur is told that he cannot be seen anymore by, we are supposing, a therapist, a doctor, someone who talks to him weekly. And he even says, all you ask about is, how's my job going? And if I have negative thoughts. And he says, I always have negative thoughts. From the very first analysis that I did, I said, we are dealing with mental health. We are dealing with him having a mental illness and him either not being treated for it, or it being ignored, or it even being heightened by other things happening to him in the world, such as being beaten up on the street, or moms telling him not to make their kids laugh, or Robert De Niro on TV saying he sucks. Like, there are so many things that are happening to this one man, and he's already dealing with emotional and mental trauma of some sort. He is not just becoming this clown because he wants fame and fortune and to be recognized as a comedian. He even says it in this trailer that he loves being noticed now, but anytime that he's like, I like being noticed. Now people know who I am. There's chaos and riots and people getting hurt in the street. And it's not a part of his act in the show, in him being a comedian. It's his role as him transforming into a madman because society has neglected to help his mental state. And that is deeper than any other Joker interpretation that you can really think about in the other live action films. And even before this trailer came out this morning, actor Mark Marone, who will be in the film, even said Todd Phillips' Joker is a character study of a mentally ill person turning into the Joker. That's literally the premise. I already knew that it was going to deal with a deeper level of some man just really liking chaos and really liking people and liking to burn things down. And it wasn't just out of nowhere just because he's quote unquote crazy. He actually is suffering from a mental illness that the hospitals won't help, society won't help, people are pushing him down, not helping him. The only person that seems to be somewhat of a friend to Joaquin Phoenix's Arthur Fleck is Zazie Beetz. And we don't know what she'll turn into. Maybe she'll just be a friend, a lover. Hey, she may be a Harley Quinn type. She doesn't have to be. We see one person who is not only sympathetic to how Arthur Fleck is, whether in his comedy or just his personality, but even she sees that the world sucks, that the world is just a horrible place. And I'm sure that relationship will feed into Arthur wanting to become someone or something that people will take notice of within this horrible world. Another random thing that I do want to note is his laugh. And we really hear his laugh one crystal clear part in the beginning of the trailer. After his doctor tells him that she can't see him anymore, it has such a high-pitched mixture of Cesar Romero and Heath Ledger and probably someone else that I can't place. And it's very sharp, very erratic, but then it just abruptly stops. Like he has this crazy look on his face while he laughs, and then it's just solid. It's just done. Which, that's scary all by itself. And from showing the laugh to trying to make kids laugh to even him painting the white makeup on his face, because we're not doing the vat of chemicals thing. We're doing the, I want to be a clown. I'm probably a sad clown, so I'm going to paint my face like the sad clown. From what we can see in this movie, Arthur Fleck is slowly but surely turning into Joker, and not being the Joker the comedian, but the Joker that is the anarchist and probably the murderer. Which, speaking of murder, one of my predictions that I saw in the first trailer, but I didn't want to throw out there into the universe because I wanted to wait to see more footage. But now that more footage is here, I honestly think that Joker, whether Arthur Fleck / Joker is going to be the person to do it, or he's going to have some of his clown posse do it, he is going to kill Thomas and Martha Wayne. You see Arthur interact with Thomas when Thomas is saying, is this funny? Is this a joke to you? Which, hilarious considering. Arthur laughs in his face and Thomas punches him. I mean, it's already violent between the two. And we already know that a very young Bruce Wayne does exist within this film, around the same age that he loses his parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, to somebody. Yeah, I'm calling it that Joker is either going to kill or has someone kill Thomas and Martha Wayne, and that is how Bruce Wayne loses his parents, which, of course, in any Batman movie, he loses his parents. But like I said, I have not seen the movie. I could be completely wrong. I strongly believe that theory. Even if Arthur has nothing to do with Thomas and Martha's death, and maybe they don't even die in this movie. If anything, it just shows a parallel between the haves and the have-nots, and how the have-nots, which is basically Arthur, do not have any type of help when they honestly need it. Let me try to wrap up what I got from this. First of all, love the music. Love the very gritty taxi driver feel that we're getting from this movie. Love the very serious tone to even discussing a person who turns out to be the Joker, who is a clown, about a man who is a comedian, a failed comedian at that, and how life isn't funny. It's so ironic it hurts. He's painting a happy face over his sad, depressed, and angry face. And he's taking that sad, depressed anger out into the world and creating just madness that is going to end in bloodshed. But for him, he's like, I'm finally being noticed. People know who I am. They're not going to make fun of me anymore, because if they do, guess what? I'll probably kill them. Or I'll have my clown posse kill them. And how do I put this? Because I'm sure someone will watch this and put this in a bad light and spin this and make it bad, because that's what people always do with my words. It's fine. Joker obviously will always be the villain within Batman's world, no matter the media, whatever it is. Joker is seen as a bad person. It seems like Arthur Fleck is turning into a bad person, but he asked for help. He has told therapists weekly he has negative thoughts. He has bad thoughts. He is not in a good place in life. His mother's sick. His dream job isn't working out for him. He gets bullied on the street trying to do odd and end jobs. He is constantly being pummeled by society, and now by the one person that is his confidant, his therapist, his doctor. And that is literally changing him into the villain. And he is transforming this hurt that he feels mentally and emotionally, literally into a persona that hurts others. He's hurting, he doesn't want to hurt, so he's putting that onto others and hurting them. I honestly think that is what Todd Phillips and everyone involved is trying to show. That I know we're not talking about comics, but it's the line that Alan Moore writes that it only takes one bad day. Well, for Arthur Fleck, it takes many bad days. It takes mental illness that is not being treated. It takes being bullied. It takes having society not care about you or even try to help you. It takes all of that to make you switch from, I'm going to try to do my best, to I'm just going to be with the weirdos and the crazies and just do my own thing. And the way to get people to notice me is to literally kill them. There's already talk about Joaquin Phoenix getting an Oscar for this role. Would I be surprised? No. Would I be sad if he didn't? No. I don't like the whole, oh, well, Heath Ledger has the Oscar, so that means no one else in the entire world that plays Joker can get an Oscar for the role. It's like, that's so not how things work. Stop being in the Ledger cult. We love Ledger. His performance will be iconic forever and ever and ever and ever. That will never change no matter who plays Joker. But from all of this talk, from them giving an award to him at the Toronto Festival and all of these other things, and people seeing the movie saying, wow, he killed that. I just take away, not that he's going to be an Academy Award winner finally. He's been nominated like 3 times but hasn't won. But I think it's just going to be a good movie. That's what I take away from all of the Oscar talk. That this movie's going to be dope. That it's such a good movie, they're already talking about giving these people awards for the job they did on this film. That has to be a positive thing for you guys. Even if you want to try your real hardest to be negative, because that is the world we live in right now, you got to see that this probably isn't going to suck. This movie's probably going to be really, really good. It's going to be gritty. It's going to be dark. You guys always claim you love a dark Joker. You love when he's a sadistic, awful person. Well, this is it, but in a whole new way that I didn't think we'd see on film, especially since society kind of doesn't care about mental illness. I'm sorry, they don't. So the fact that Todd Phillips and the writers and the producers and everyone involved in this film is really putting mental illness to the forefront of this character and how he transforms into this very well-known fictional villain, I applaud them for that. And I am so, so excited to see this October 4th. Like, you have no idea. Closing the chaos and the madness that is shown in the trailer that Joker and his men are putting out probably represents the chaos and madness that is going on within Arthur himself. And since no one else is trying to help him fix that, he's protruding that out into the world, and that is going to cause major problems from late night talk show hosts or Thomas Wayne, people in power, or even just innocent Gothamites, or even non-innocent Gothamites who bully him. Either way, it's going to be a bad time, and all he really needed was some help and someone to listen to, I think. But we will see how it all truly plays out, and if anything that I said is somewhat true. Either way, like I said, October 3rd, Thursday night, I'm there. If I can't see it earlier, please let me see it earlier, whoever's watching this. Thank you guys so much for watching my trailer analysis of the second full trailer for Todd Phillips' Joker. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a bat thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the second trailer, which I'll put in the description below as well if you haven't seen it. Or you can go on Warner Brothers Pictures YouTube channel. It's all right there. It's everywhere online. You can easily find it. But let me know your thoughts on the trailer and if you're excited to see Joker just as much as I am, because I really am. As always, all of my social media is linked in the description below, including Instagram at History of the Batman. So why don't you give it a follow and become a Gothamite? Check out my videos for DC Comics DC Fans channel. Check out my Comicosity column called Beyond the Batcave. I will have up a new column next week. I am very excited for you guys to read it. And of course, please subscribe. It's like I'm begging. Please subscribe to this channel so you can become part of this Batman community. It would mean so much to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will have more history of the Batman soon right here on YouTube. Remember, Gothamites, all about peace, love, and Batman. Bye.